All right, I think we are live. So, welcome everybody to the Node.js security team meeting. Um, Before we start, does anybody have any announcement? I do have one. The security release went out yesterday. So, if you haven't checked yet, please upgrade your version. And if you want to check if you are using an insecure version of Node.js, uh, use npx is my node vulnerable. I'm just checking it if that's working. I did the release yesterday. So yes, it is. So yeah, use the tool. Um, Moving on. Any other announcement? No? Okay, please include your name to the minutes. I'm sending it in the chat. Uh, Let me check if we are live. Yeah, we are indeed live. Um, Include your name to the minutes, please. I will update it now. All right. As usual, we go to the vulnerability review and then we go to the OpenSSF scorecard monitor review, and then we go to our agenda. For the Node.js dependency vulnerability assessment, I did a couple fixes to the project. We have the zlib one that was found on Node.js 20. We still need to evaluate that, but the other action is that the check for vulnerabilities daily is not working again. And I think the reason is due to a certificate on Python. Maybe it might be a module Lexer change or something like that due to a recent fix I did. So I will include that to my list of working tasks. So let me add that here. Fix Node.js dependency assessment and also evaluate the zlib. I also, if someone has any insight on the zlib one, please add your assessment there. Otherwise, I can do that later. Um, Moving on, we have the OpenSSF card monitor review.
Yeah, there are like some fluctuations, but those are expected.
Mhm.
Included, I think, is 0.8, the higher down that we have, but is in recovering one of those. And yeah, the other one was related to how the API was fetching the data. So not a lot of changes from our side.
I see
Yeah.
that we have also included the web thing to the list of scopes.
Yeah, should we remove it or are we happy with that?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay,
The web thing will be the one that they are using for actions, right?
I think so.
Okay, I will approve that now
Fantastic.
and merge. All right, moving on. Uh, we have the add constraints for memory leak to the threat model. This is a pull request I wrote that maybe we should clarify that here. The idea is to adjust the threat model to also include the memory leak as some constants, some constraints that tells the security researcher what consider a vulnerability in case of memory leak, because memory leak happens very often actually, and we do not uh, evaluate all of them as a vulnerability, but just software bugs. and we should clarify that on the threat model. Um, I got some suggestions from Joy on that pull request, but still, it's not clear enough. Do you have any suggestion on that? Let me open the pull request here. Let me check the last comments. Maybe we can review that asynchronously too. But yeah, put your in your agenda to review that if you have some time, please. Um, wait for replay. Specific. Um, oh, I'm going to ask review that sync.
Yeah, I think it's a really good addition to the policy. I mean, from my side, looks kind of okay. I think we might be expecting some discussions, around the details. But yeah, I think the expectations in terms of the requirements for the memory leak to be qualified as vulnerability are quite solid now, and will reduce a lot of noise, right? That's also my concern. I think it's going to save you a lot of time, basically.
Okay. Um, moving on. We have the add WDAC integration for Windows. I didn't check the pull request after the recent changes. My goal was to make it work on my Windows machine, but due to the upcoming secret release, I couldn't find time, and also Robert was on vacations, so I didn't bother the him during these times. So I'm pretty sure you wrote me some instructions in how to run that on a Windows machine, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy to help out whenever with that. So if you just want to ping me on Slack whenever you have time to look at it, that'd be great. I can help walk through setting it up. It can be a little annoying and finicky at times, and kind of when you're doing the setup, you're looking at it from the perspective of like an application writer and a system administrator at the same time. So there's some like weird crossover going on there, but I can help walk you through it. I will say
Mhm.
that I shared the PR with some people on my team, and it was brought to my attention that there's a potential time of check, time of use vulnerability with my implementation. So I'm
Okay.
fixing that at the moment and would say once I get that fixed out, then would be a good time to actually check it on your end. But
Oh, okay.
basically, it comes down to we don't have an exclusive access to the file handle between the time we do the check to see if it passes code integrity policy
Yeah.
and when Node opens it and then just reads in the source. So I'm adding some code to have exclusive access to that file handle in that time. So
Okay.
I should get that the next iteration on the pull request out either today or tomorrow.
Okay. Feel free to ping me whenever you're done,
Okay,
so I
sounds good.
can
Thank you.
move into my Windows machine and test that.
Perfect. Thanks.
Okay, let me update the minutes. Robert is working on a patch. All right. Now we go to the security working group agenda. We have the wrong CV's creation from May, actually. I believe it's done. I just left that open on the agenda because let me check. They have changed a bit how they write the CVEs. Let me check one thing first because we have recently published some CVEs, right? And I want to make sure that we are using the API properly now. Um, just a second. One second. Okay, this is the list of CVEs. We have published the 209 and 210. Let me check the ranges. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, it looks good. I think we can remove that from the agenda. I just mentioned, uh, oh, I think we haven't included the end of life versions to the recent CVs. The request CV automation didn't or was not updated to include that. Okay. Uh, we have just, let me answer the issue. We have just published two new CVEs pending approval. Can you check? Okay, apparently the same behavior will happen. Let me mention the HackerOne in the issue. Okay. Let me add that to the agenda. All right. So I removed that from the agenda. Don't need to talk about it again. Let me add to the minutes. Identified. Oh, identified the same behavior bug in the last secret release. July 15. Okay. Then we have the review of code scanning alerts. Um, First, we have still talking about CVEs. Let's talk about the update on CVEs for end-of-life release lines. Um, do we have any update on this? Do you know, Marco?
Nope. I don't have any update.
Okay. Um, we have updated the CVEs, the previous CVEs to include the end of life release lines, right? The older ones.
As far as I know, like some of the CVEs are correct, but I don't know if like they are correct, but I don't know if they have propagated to NVD. I haven't checked recently.
Okay.
Because I know it takes time to propagate. So we can do a quick test, take one of those CVE and check on NVD if the range is correct, and if it is, probably all of them are correct.
Okay, let me check one here. Vulnerabilities, core. I'll get one from, I don't know, 10 months ago, 2022. It, let me see the versions it includes. No,
Okay, so it was not updated.
yeah, it was not. Okay. I will leave that issue open then and in the agenda. Okay. The next one, still pending the propagation of the old release. Live CV to still pending the update of old CVs. Linked lines. All right. Now we have the review of the code scanning alerts. We did that last week as well. Now we have just 15 opens, which is okay. I will share the link in the chat so you can do that with me. We have some. I think we should ignore the test. The code scanning alerts, we should also ignore the tests. Let me check one thing first. I'm looking to the 1175. Yeah, it's because of WASM files on the test, but we are using this for tests. Although this is still this still can be a security risk if we run that on a dedicated machine. So I don't know exactly how to remediate that. Let me check the token permissions. We have two on license builder and one on time zone update. Let me check with step security. We have one issue or one alert from code scanning That is the one I'm sending in the chat. Ulysses, do you know if that happens to other projects? Because this is pointing a lot of public CVs to the project, but it's not very clear.
I didn't show this yet in Express or other project that I know.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's weird. Yeah, it's quite weird, honestly. Yeah, let me check. I can check with the scorecard team if you want and see what happened or what plan they have.
Okay. All right. There is one time zone update that requires the contents right, which is, I don't know if we can do that. All right. I think most of the alerts, they are on tools or on things that are not sensitive. I think most all the alerts, they are good. Like we are not in a serious danger. I can review that later with calm. Um, the remaining alerts are 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 pointing to tools or tests. There's nothing to worry about. We'll take the action to review that carefully before removing it from the agenda. Okay. The last one is the Node.js maintainers threat model. I think we did that. I think it's concluded, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember if we have like a pending scenarios or something. I think it's, I mean, we can
Most,
revisit anytime. But
yeah, most of the thing is on the maintainers threat model, the document. We have two items on the hack MD, which is social engineering to make people download or install malicious binaries and run code, which is, I think, is the only one missing here. Let me check. Malicious code in the code base we have. We also have malicious Docker image, impairing the ability to the project to the day-to-day work. And okay, then we have the social engineering. The other one is malicious coding NPMs published by the project. Let me check. Yes, I think that's. I think we have answered all the table. We just didn't publish it on secured working group. Let me just let's do a recap. Going to the social engineering to make people download, install, or malicious binaries and run malicious code from Node.js. We are expecting that the only ones that could make it happen are the ones with write access to the Node.js node repository, are the ones with write access to the nodejs.org because they can edit the blog posts, is also the ones with right access to the YouTube to make a live stream. So people that are watching this live stream, if we are telling them, okay, install this malicious package or install this package, they can trick people. Um, we have also the ones with right access to the social media accounts, which is YouTube, LinkedIn, X. Also the ones with right access to the node.js SAC, which is the Google group we use to announce security releases. Right access to the node.js calendar, so a malicious actor can change the meeting link to another one and trick people. I don't know how, in theory, how that this could happen, to be honest, because all the ones that normally join the meetings are the ones that is responsible for the calendar, so it's not easy to trick them. Uh, but yeah, and Slack, right access to the Slack. I don't know what means right access to the Slack because on Slack we don't have someone that represents the project, right?
Yeah, there is
Everybody
no
has right
impersonation.
access. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tricky one, I think. I mean, it can be that someone stole the personal account of someone, but anyway, we still to be like individuals in Slack, right? So
Yeah.
it's more like based on reputation or whatever. So yeah, I think Slack might not be, considering this scenario.
Okay. So I think this is good. Anything to change here? I think we are good.
I think we are good. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe I don't know if we include or not, like for example, the emails, if someone can send like an email on behalf of the project. But I think the way all the emails work is like if you send an email to one of the Node.js or iOS emails, you just get to a bunch of individuals, right? So there's no way for us to
Yes,
send
yes.
back, right?
No,
That's
no,
okay.
that there is no IOJS email. It's just an
Okay.
alias to all the
Okay. Okay.
TSC members. So I think that's it.
Yep.
Okay. So the next one is malicious code in NPMs published by the project. We have said that the only ones that could make bad things with that are the ones with access to the private secrets, which is a repository we have that contains the build secrets, which might contain the NPM one, if I'm not wrong. Do you know exactly the content of the private secrets, Ulysses?
I can provide you an overview on that. Yeah. I think, well, first of all, I think there is an option to migrate. I mean, there is a initiative right on to migrate to one password for most of the
Okay.
stuff. A lot of the stuff that you can see there is related to credentials that we use, for example, to generate the certificates for macOS,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So if you manage to get these certificates, then obviously you can just, you know, send binaries that are technically
But
impersonating the organization.
but in theory, it doesn't have access to the NPM, right?
As far as I know, not for npm, because I think we don't use any npm like user group kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? Because npm is user based, but don't think we have like a bot account or something. But let me check fast.
There is a bot account, but just for GitHub. I have checked on the repository, but I'm not familiar with the project. By looking to the README, that's what I get. We have the secrets for the building working group. We have the secrets related to the Node.js GitHub bot. Maybe the Node.js GitHub bot has access to NPM. I don't know, but I think it's unlikely.
I think it's unlikely. Yeah.
Okay. So I will drop the read access and put known access to the private secrets. Right. So that said,
Oh, actually, there is like the Node.js Foundation account. That's the one that we use to publish, I think. Let me share.
okay.
Let me share this one. I think this is the technically the user, not the, I don't remember the name of this symbol instead of the.
Yes, this is
So yeah,
an account.
I think we might control this from the infra or at least TC members. I don't remember, but I can check the private
Okay.
repository with a secret async and confirm if who can have access to that level of info. But yeah, as this is not like an individual account, I think it's just impersonating. Then it's a little bit
Okay.
tricky. Yeah, there is a tech
Anyway,
perspective.
I can open the pull request and ask for review from
Yep.
build people as well, so they can
Yeah,
double
we can
check it.
bring Richard to the equation 100%.
Okay. Now, and also to the Node.js dependencies, we said that if someone has access to Node.js dApps, which is, for instance, Omnichi, it also provide, you can also include malicious code in the NPM published by the project, which is basically the idea. So yeah, write access to this. Write access to also Node core issues, which I don't know if that makes sense, because we are talking about the npm packages, and I am pretty sure none of our npm packages does make use of Node core root. So I think this is none. That would happen for Node core. For instance, if someone tries to use git node land for Node.js, you can add malicious code to the Node.js code base, but it doesn't work for Undici or for Amaro or for It's My Node Vulnerable or any other project, as far as I know. So I think this is known. Now we have the Jenkins CI release. I think the release also doesn't make sense here. The YouTube one password, if you have read access, you can do warm on that. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think we are good. So I will leave this the maintenance threat model one more time in the agenda so we can finalize this document next in the next session to see, okay, should we create more initiatives, or should we create more areas of CVEs, CWEs, or things to be covered, or it's okay as it is? Because in my opinion, it does make sense if we are creating this idea, but no one is looking to it or taking it in consideration to do some changes in the roles of Node.js or things like that. We are just wasting time. So let's finalize the document. Let's show that to the people and see if we should change a few things. And because this kind of documents goes outdated very fast. So let's make sure we are not just wasting more time. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense. Do we want to like include also like a blog entry or something about this? Because
Yes,
I think maybe other
I think
projects. Okay.
I don't know if that fits for a Node.js org blog, because developers
Yeah.
doesn't care about that. But that's definitely one thing that we should bring to the security collab space of OpenJS Foundation, the meeting
Yeah.
of the Mondays. So maybe we could create like a kind of best practice on this. And I don't know if that we should create a kind of visualizer for that with using another idea, but I think we should get some feedback from that meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I see a lot of potential of trying to run this on Express, for example. So I'm pretty sure other
Yeah.
guys will love this. So yeah.
Okay. Plan to finalize the document in the next session. We'll show it in the next security collab space, OpenJS Foundation. Decide in the next session if the work is concluded. I think that's it. For the out build process for dependencies, this is an action that Michael was taking, and I believe no one will take lead on that since he left. So let me check the status. That's stale. We leave the stale label there and check if Michael has the idea to pursue that work. Otherwise, we just close because I think this is the current status of this. Anything else, folks? I've been following the Express updates on security. I'm not commenting or answering issues there, but I'm following the work. I like the security.txt idea, and I believe that this is one thing that we might want to discuss next week. And Ulysses, please, if you have anything that you and the team did for Express that worked well, try to bring that to Node.js or vice versa, because I think the team are more looking to the process, how they're managing the process, and this is something that interests us a lot.
Yep, yeah. I will try to bring some new stuff that we have in the Owen. So yeah.
Okay.
That's really cool.
So thank you everybody for joining the meeting.